Do I have to use this?
No, you turn it off.
You can shout it. It's kind of unique. We knew that they were doing something. And Neil came and got a bunch of albums from us. And we had compiled all of our old videos. And there's photographs from their resources that put this whole compilation together. And it's kind of interesting to watch, the time progression as you lose your hair and go through this. But Michelle and I thought about this. We had the opportunity, of course, to attend a wedding a couple of weeks ago. And at that time, the bride and groom had put a dialogue together that they played. It was really nice. And Michelle said, we're going to have to do something like this. And I said, really? Yeah. So we both put something together. She looked at me when I was writing stuff down. She says, I thought you didn't use notes. Well, maybe at a point in my life I didn't. But today I'm going to. So I'm just going to read this to you. And then Michelle has one. And I've got extra Kleenex in my pocket. So. First and foremost, from the both of us, a heartfelt thank you for joining with us to celebrate this milestone. Today is not just about a marriage 50 years ago. It is about family, and everyone here today is a part of our family. We would also like to acknowledge those who are unable to attend, and most certainly those who are no longer physically with us, but definitely in our thoughts and memories. Such a milestone is a result of a tremendous number of firsts. The first time I saw Michelle, our first date, our first kiss, our first family meetings, her acceptance of the ring, our wedding, our honeymoon, which was my first commercial air flight, our first home, the birth of our 3 sons, each individual and unique, and the list may go on exponentially. As many of you understand, a successful marriage is a mixture of ups and downs, compromise, sharing, and understanding, but most importantly, love. I chose very wisely in asking Michelle to be my lady, my bride. Thank you for patience, understanding, and indulgence this first 50 years, and I anxiously look forward to many, many more years together. I love you, Michelle. Thank you for marrying me.
I have never talked in one of these before. I took a Dale Carnegie course years ago for the hospital, and I think it helped, but not completely. I've been told on more than one occasion that I was made to have boys. 3 wonderful boys, made of sniffs, nails, and puppy dog tails. I enjoyed every minute, almost every minute, having the opportunity to have you home, raising you and watching you grow up together. Never would I have ever changed that. And thankfully with Steve, he'd help out on weekends so I could work every other weekend and still have my profession and continue in the lab. Eric, Neil, and Brian, even now, sometimes I look into your face and I still see you when you were little. I imagine your face as you were little, as I look into them now. It warms my heart immensely when I see you interact with your own children. Your marriages have brought us 3 kind and considerate daughter-in-laws, Helen, Lindsay, and Adrian, who we love and accept as our own. And thank you so much for loving our sons. I don't know where to start when it comes to our grandkids. Like, wow. We both enjoy watching them grow and develop into their own individual selves. Annalise, Caden, Blake, Kira, Charlotte, and Chase. One of my favorite things is just listening and engaging with you. When we laugh together, thank you, I experience a joy like no other, and it doesn't get much better than that. Steve, I thank God for the day our paths crossed. We had dated only 4 months before you gave me a ring, which was quite shocking and even surprised me. But I knew you were the one, and I said yes. Thank you for always being a supportive, caring, and loving father and husband. You directed the kids about right and wrong, fair, not fair, and some pretty profound ways on how to resolve these situations. And each and every child, every son, had pretty much a milestone situation that was, important, very important at the time. And I like to think going forward with their life, how they resolve their problems too. I know, where am I at here? Thanks for going along with some of my crazy home projects. I know you really didn't want to do those, but you did. And some of them were really good ideas. When my parents, your father, and now your mother's health challenges happened, you always helped in every way. The past few weeks watching you feed your mom makes me reflect on what a good man you are. Going down to my parents' house at 5 o'clock in the morning, walking the snowblower 2 blocks so the healthcare people could come in and help my mom, and it was a long driveway. I don't forget any of that. You treated our parents with dignity, just like the people at the food pantry. You treat them with dignity. I appreciate your willingness to travel now, even after all your work trips you took. I truly appreciate it. And I'm so glad that you still have a sense of adventure. You're a car guy, and I think of our life kind of like driving a car down the highway. And we had bumps and potholes, and sometimes we went airborne going over the hills. A couple times we rode it through the ditch, literally. And we always kept it between the fence posts. And together, I feel we always worked as a team and got it back on the road. I just keep loving you more, and I would do that all over again with you. God is good.
So this last one is from both of us.
There you go. I'll help.
And finally, in closing, we both wish to acknowledge our 3 sons, Eric, Neil, and Brian, for their collective efforts in organizing and hosting this wonderful party for us. We couldn't be more proud of you. Thank you.